guys, welcome to your love reading, Spiritual Infusion 1111. It's Whitney. Let's go ahead and get right into your love reading. I am going to be using the Lips Don't Lie Oracle, okay, by King of Aloha. So let's see, what messages do you have for the collective with love and romance? All right, so currently there is somebody here who is mirroring you. So it's something about you and this person where you match each other's vibes. So for example, you could be super goofy, but people don't notice that unless they're really close to you. It's something about you and this person where you're mirroring each other. You're mirroring their behavior. You're mirroring their actions. What you feel is how they feel. And what is triggering to you is also triggering to this person. So it feels like you are connected to somebody right now where even if you have multiple differences or multiple things that are completely opposite, the soul aspect, the soul component of you and this person, you're mirroring one another right now. I'm also getting to that either you or your person needs to let go of the fear. Somebody here is scared to feel the way that they feel about you, okay? Somebody needs to let go of the past or insecurities or different things like that. And that could be on your end, that could be on your person's end, where the two of you, if you're mirroring one another, there are certain anxieties or certain frustrations. I feel like, and one of them is like communicating what to say, how to say it. How do I come forward and vocalize something? How am I able to, move forward and be able to communicate in a way where I can show that I want to be intimate with you without coming on either too lustful, too strong, but also letting you know how exactly they feel by being vulnerable in this situation. And on the card, it literally states, not everyone is out to get you. Just because the last one broke your heart doesn't necessarily mean that this one will. So for some of you, you could have gone through a little bit of heartache where the idea of mirroring somebody, the idea of kind of getting back out there, getting your feet wet, it could be relatively stressful or even frustrating, right? For some of you dealing with somebody long-term, you and this person are finally mirroring each other. But you or them are being asked to let go of the fear within side of your connection, okay? Because there is fear here, whether this is a new person or a past person, there's a level of fear here with how do I take that step? And it's somebody that's very worried with whether or not the two of you are on the same page. You do have a lot of people that are very curious about you right now, okay? So either your partner, whoever you're thinking about right now, either they're very curious about what other people's perception is of you. They're very curious to get to know you to a deeper level. This could be somebody that's checking on social media. This could be somebody who is asking other people to engage with you, to have conversations with you. But they want to know more about how other people feel. So before we go on to the next one, I want to know, why are they so curious about this? By the way, I have the Neon Awakening deck, okay? How do they feel about this? Or why are they so curious? Six of Pentacles. I think, again, the Six of Pentacles to me is a mirroring thing. Like, are other people getting the same vibe from you that they're getting? Are they crazy? It's also like this person is trying to pick up other like little clues or like little breadcrumbs. There's somebody here that is very curious about you. Moon and Taurus is here. They want to know more about, like, this could be somebody that could like talk to like one of your friends or one of your colleagues or something like this. Like, they're trying to get as much information about you because they want to know how to approach you, or they want to know the way that you tick, the way that you move, the way that you take a level of action. Because like I said, you really do make this person happy with the sun here, but they're very curious about your core being, right? What makes you you? Why is it that they can't stop thinking about you? Why is it that they're very focused or they're very fixated on exactly what you're doing when you're doing it? It's also about how you identify. Are you into people like me? Are you not into people like me? Who are you? Just your basic personality, because for some reason you've sparked a level of curiosity with this individual where they want to know more. I feel like the guy in Scary Movie, okay? I got this wonky hair, all right? Just bear with me because I'm here, okay? And they also want to know how you express yourself. This, for some of you, could definitely be a secret admirer. But it is somebody that has seen you physically, okay? So whoever this individual is, it is somebody that has come across you physically. This is also somebody that is in a very protective energy. Archangel Gabriel, this is a messenger angel. So this person coming in for you, they're very protective of you, but I also feel like whoever this individual is, they need to understand who you are first in order to be able to protect you. And they always say that like healers need protectors, but if you don't know what you're protecting, right? If you think you're protecting, let's say, somebody from something physically, and then you realize like that person's in martial arts, they don't need physical protection. They need mental stimulation, or they need a different something. It's something here where this person, before they come and spill the beans, they're really trying to figure out who exactly you are in order for them to provide this level of balance. Temperance energy is here. You have Sagittarius. Because again, whoever this individual is, there's a lot of fear over you. I don't know why. You may know why, but there's a lot of fear over something regarding you. Okay? And in order for this person to release that fear, it's almost like they have to know more information about you. And I think that that's the component, or that's the part that's coming in here. I want to release this fear, but I'm scared. So because I'm scared, I'm going to go ahead and have my foot soldiers, or I'm going to go ahead and have my friends, or I'm going to go ahead and start asking random questions about the collective. So you have somebody here that's asking certain questions. Hold my beer, it just dropped. Because this is somebody, believe it or not, they really do feel like they could be very happy with you. Like this is somebody that has fantasized about you. This is somebody who really does want to be able to provide you with a level of security in your relationship, but in your connection. But in order to be able to do so, they have to know exactly what makes you happy. So it feels like somebody here is doing the research. Like, are you somebody that likes chocolate? Are you somebody that's a dinner person? Are you a breakfast person? It's like somebody here wants to know the minute details. Because if you're not a breakfast person, then why would they bring over muffins and coffee and bagels, right? Or if you're not a coffee person, then why would they take you to a coffee spot? You see what I'm saying? Somebody here cares about you in a way where they're trying to understand the parts that are missing. Because there's all these gaps. What they're showing me is that this person is trying to fill these gaps. And these gaps that they have are the ones that is giving them anxiety when it does come to you. Even though you and this person are mirroring each other. I'm also getting that with this person, there's a lot of physical energy. Okay, so this is somebody that can't stop thinking about your body. This is somebody who is having very intimate thoughts about you. You could be having the same type of energy also. In particular, if you and this person are mirroring each other. If you're mirroring one another, you're going to get the same kinetic energy with whatever that person is thinking about. You're also going to have that thought as well. But it literally says that this person has been thinking about you like crazy. This connection is strongly based off of physical attraction. So you may feel the same about them, but here's the thing. You may feel like that, right? Like maybe initially it's this physical connection. It's this, whoo, I really like them. They're very attractive. Or there's something about them that has them almost, it's like coming in like, because I feel like they've been around a lot of people. Whoever this person is, they've been around a lot of people. And it's something about you that's made them pause. It's something about you that's made them go, there's something different about them. There's something different about the collective. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. There's somebody here that is very physically attracted to you. But I also feel like part of their curiosity is to see what's deeper than the physicalities. Who are you at a core level? Right? Because whoever this person is, they want to know for certain, right, that you are deeper than the physical. And it says your person has no doubts or confusion in their mind about you and this connection. They know how they feel and they are ready to act on it. They know who they want and they want you. So, it's very fascinating, the energy, right? Because but I'm also getting that they needed other people to know that it's deeper than just the physical. Does that make sense? It's something here where it's like they knew it was deeper than that because of how they felt, but it was like they couldn't explain it. That's what's coming in here. Somebody couldn't explain it. They couldn't explain the fact that they had a spiritual connection with you, where other people are sitting there going, yeah, spiritual, are you sure about that? Because based on what I see, it looks like it's something else, right? Maybe you're somebody that's attractive. Maybe there's something about you that you exude. Maybe you're very athletic. Maybe you're, I don't know, great at your job. It's something about you where other people could question, are you sure that you're counterparts? Because the thing about counterparts is it goes deeper than just physical. This is something that is spiritually based. And the foundation of this connection, it is to serve your highest good. So you have the physical aspect, which obviously they're very, very physically attracted to you, but then you have that spiritual component as well that deepens the connection. And I think that the more that this individual finds out about you, the more that they begin to learn about you, the more they feel like they're being given an opportunity to have a very profound experience. For some of you, though, it's about this person having their family and friends accept it, right? That also could be it, right? They could be very close to their family and friends. And in order for you to kind of be led into, the group, they have to kind of, I don't know what the word is. It's almost like screen you, right? To make sure like you would be a good fit. And I get that there's a lot of people right now that are very curious about your connection, very curious about who you are, because you're coming in here as this diamond. You're coming in as somebody very solid. And I feel like whoever their friends and family are, their acquaintances, they're worried about this individual losing themselves in the connection with you. This could be something that this person has done in the past, right? So whoever their friends are, it's like, look, I understand that they're solid. I understand that they look good on paper, but you can't lose yourself trying to date somebody, or you can't lose yourself by taking things to a new level. They're trying to ground this person and not get carried away. Hold on. Because that's interesting. They're trying to ground this person in order for them not to get carried away. What are they worried that they're going to get carried away about? 6 of Cups. Maybe this is something that's happened in the past to them. Maybe you have a certain past where people have talked about you, right? It's something about the past and the friends where they're saying you can't just put everything all in one basket. You have to be able to do multiple things. And I feel like their friends don't want this person to lose sight of that, to the point that it's like divine intervention. That's why I also feel like whoever you're dealing with or whoever is watching this right now, it doesn't matter if this is a past connection or a new one. If you've been with each other in the past, their friends feel like it didn't end well for whatever the reasoning is. And I also feel like a lot of you may not know exactly what went wrong the last time. Wow. The star just popped out, but it popped out in reverse. This person has a hard time healing. So if it was somebody in the past, they had a really hard time moving on past you. To a point, it's like, you know, when you have the best and then you mess it up, it's like, how am I going to get that back? You can't unless you get back with that person. But it's something about this, whoever this individual is, these people are very worried. There's a level of concern. There's a level of concern for whether or not this person is going to get into a situation that they're not going to be able to get themselves out of with you. Whether that's because they know that they have feelings, whether that's because you have a certain reputation. I don't know why things are blinking or flashing. Welcome to my life, mi vida, okay? But nonetheless, you have them concerned. They're worried, okay? But it's not the way you think. It's because they know that this is different. They know that the connection with you and this individual is very different than maybe what they're used to. And because this connection is very different than what they're used to, whether you're different, whether you're older or younger, whether you're a different race, different nationality, whatever it may be, they know that it's something about you that is different with this person. And they're talking about it. They're talking about, like, you know, well, how are you going to move forward, right? And the thing about this communication coming in with the 8 of Wands, right? This 8 of Wands is Mercury and Sagittarius. So it's positive. It's like they're over there like, okay, well, we heard everything positive about them. Well, what about the rest of it? What about the other things? Like, you know, there's all these positives, but, you know, as above, so below. Which, again, it's interesting because I'm not getting a negative vibration on their friend side. I'm getting a more so like, make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, because you don't want to get elbows deep in something that is going to turn around and jack it up. So you have somebody here who really is in this full energy. And it is coming in as a wish fulfillment for you. Heavy Pisces energy, heavy Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy is here, Leo energy is here, but this is like a wish come true. So they're sitting there going, okay, if they're a wish come true, what's the catch? Because a lot of times there's always a catch, right? But sometimes there's not a catch. Sometimes it is what it is. And this individual, I feel like, is planning on taking some type of action towards you. But before they take this action towards you, they need to make sure that like everybody's on board. Because for some reason, I feel like if they're not on board, then something could get a bit wonky. Or maybe in the past with their relationships, with your relationships, there could have been moments, right, where friends interfered. It happens, right? Friends interfere where you think somebody's your friend and they're not. Or making sure that their friends are just on board as much as they are. It's something here about having, making sure. I don't know why it keeps coming in like that, but it's like they want to make sure. They want to make sure. That's what they keep saying. They want to make sure that you are who you said you are, that you're not lying about anything, that if they come out and that they take some type of leap of faith, right? Gemini energy, if I'm going to come communicate to you, don't, BS a BSer, right? Keep it real with me. It's something about making sure that you are who you said you are in every capacity, to a point that they're even sitting there saying, look, if it takes us a little bit longer before we're like giving you the go, then it's like that for a reason. And again, I'm not getting a negative energy on their end. I'm getting an energy where they're very protective of this individual. They're very protective of this person. They want to ensure that whoever this person is, that they're protected. So whether or not they have a business, whether or not they have family or kids or something, it's something here about ensuring that they are completely protected in this situation. Because again, with the Three of Pentacles, you coming in with this individual, you coming into a situation, you guys are all going to have to work together. It's something about everybody working together. And if they already have a well-oiled machine, incorporating another person, it's like they have to be on the same page. Because if they're not on the same page, you see, one bad apple ruins a bunch. So whoever this individual is, it's like they, again, are somebody that is going to be very dedicated. That's the first thing. I feel like this is an individual that's very dedicated. You have Mars in Capricorn. They're going to be very dedicated to succeed. This is also somebody who is going to put in a lot of work, more work than what you realize, more work than probably what anybody else has put in when it comes to you, because there's a level of dedication, because they're going to be approaching your relationship with them as if you're a team. So you need to be mirroring this person. You have to be just as solid as this person is. That supersedes the physical, because this is a fear of this individual. So they need to know for certain, right, that you guys are really counterparts, that you work in the same way. There's somebody here that's very attracted to you. There's somebody here who is very curious about you. For some of you, this is somebody that could have, you could have been in communication with. This is somebody that you could have in the past. I mean, I think that it's a multitude of things here. I also get to, somebody has you on their mind. okay? Somebody is very adamant on getting close to you, okay? Somebody is literally wanting to be romantic, wanting to spend time, and it's like they want to have a good time with you, because this is also somebody that is sitting here admiring you. So, and again, on the card, it also notes it is a secret admirer. So this could be somebody that you think like maybe they don't care about me the way that I care about them. But that's not the truth. The truth is they do. But they're watching you from afar and they're studying you. Time will tell if they spill the beans or keep the secret. We also have to understand that we're going through a Mercury retrograde, right? We're coming out of it soon, but the reality is we're in a Mercury retrograde. So this person, the actions that they typically take, they could be in a place where they're restricting it. They're saying, I don't want to do that. I don't want to come forward, right? I'm not ready to acknowledge certain things. But again, they are on cloud 9 right now. They feel good. They feel like they're on top of the world. They feel like the vibes with you are so high that they feel lucky. And you may feel lucky. You may feel like, why do I feel good? It's because this person and you are connecting. And I also think the thing is to get lost in each other's world. So that's why you have their friends like, look, okay, I will support you in whatever you choose, but let's just make sure you don't get heartbroken, okay? Because their friends are over here like, look, dude or chick, okay? We don't know. We're uncertain if what happens if you get your heart broken. Right now you feel good, but what happens afterwards? We're going to have to be the ones to like pick up the pieces. Whoever this person is, they're close to their friends and family. And their friends and family, and I'll ask it in the extended, but my guess is they don't have any issues. They want this person to be happy. Where I feel like in the past, when we've done readings, friends and family were really gnarly. It was like there's a lot of jealousy, there was a lot of different things, but with this, it's coming in completely different. It's coming in as people that just want what's best for their friend or their loved one. And this is somebody that's sitting here and saying, okay, you know, I want a life partner, right? I want somebody that I can build a long-term relationship with and have somebody both be on the same page where you each, even if this person has the tools, like you could have the tools and not know how to use them. And then the other person knows how to use them. So it's something here about building like a long and fruitful life with one another. But it's making sure that you both have the same tools. And part of these tools are reciprocity, right? That's a part of it, where both people are on the same page. Both people want to what? Work on the exact same thing. Because if both people care about each other and have this very divine connection, that means that the closer you become, the greater the spark is between you, right? Where it's both setting it on fire. Where typically one is a giver and one is a receiver. It's like water and fire, right? It's like sometimes water puts out fire. But if you're both fire, you're feeding the flame, right? Maybe you're air and they're fire. They're feeding the flame, right? That fire continues to burn because you're both adding something. It's something here about you and this person having a very positive outcome here because they want the same thing that you want. But also, it's about reciprocity. It's about feeling the same way. It's about doing the same things. Whoever this individual is, they're a giver. or they view themselves as a giver. And for whatever the reasoning is, you are coming in as this person's wish. Now, be careful what you wished for, because sometimes God gives you exactly what you wish for. Where you could be over there saying, I want a relationship. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. And God gives you exactly what you're asking for. So what do you do with it? So sometimes God isolates us, right, to prepare us for the next step, the next part of your journey, of your life. And it's saying, be careful what you wish for, because when you receive it, you have to be ready to accept it. So let's get into your extended right now, because I am very, very curious. All right. I am super curious with what is going on here. And whatever is going on here, again, you and this person have sparked a level of curiosity. And this curiosity could even be on your friend's side, right? Maybe your friends are like, who is this? Something about you is different. What is it? Spill the beans. Let's go. Let's hear the truth, right? Because again, there's curiosity here on both sides. So the first thing I want to find out in detail is, what is this curious energy? Okay. I also want to find out, what does this person want? What is their wish when it comes to the collective? By the way, all of this is going to be available on Vimeo. The link for that will be in the comment section below. You click on the link, takes you right on down to Funky Town, where you guys can check out the extended. Okay. So yeah, check it out. It's going to be good. What is this person wishing? What is their wish? Wow. For the world. And what is their friend's perspective of the collective? What is their friend's perspective? Hold on. Okay. You have the 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Cups. But I do want to note this. When I got that and it went on the floor, it was almost like, I feel like something could be too good to be true. That's what it feels like. But we're going to have to clarify and verify that. All right. What is an obstacle? What is an obstacle between these two? The Lovers and Judgment. So Judgment, which is interesting. So there is some type of significant awakening or some type of shocking truth. To a point that I feel like either you or your person may be in this place of discernment. So I'm going to put all these together. Okay, let's keep going. And what does the collective need to know that they're missing? 7th house. Okay, so this is either somebody that is currently in a partnership that is leaving, or what you need to know is you're getting ready to enter into a partnership with this person. So we're going to clarify this for what you need to know. And what is this person's advice? What is the collective's advice here? The Root. The Root. The Root. So your advice is the Root. That's kind of interesting. It's to remain very grounded. But it's also not to be insecure or have fear. Because I feel like with that card, Banish Fear, it was almost like you have to let go of whatever happened in the past. You have to let go of your notion of what you think a relationship is, and you have to be open. But this is something that's very rooted. Something that is very rooted. And what is the purpose of this right now? What is the overall purpose of this connection? Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. So this connection is fated, first and foremost. This is a fated connection. This is a connection where it's destined, but it's also meant to take you from point A to point B. And it's an opportunity. And it's also a turn of events. So I'm really excited to see what's going on here, because the fact that the purpose of this connection is the Wheel of Fortune, and what you need to know is the 7th house. This could be your 7th house partner. This could be who you're meant to be with. But your advice is to stay very grounded. Your advice is to also incorporate things in the 3D. So it's going to be really, really interesting. In the extended, we're going to clarify each one of these. We're going to dive deep. We're going to find the granular details to what is going on with this person, who they are, but also I want to know, okay, what was the thing the friends were most curious about? It's something in particular that they're very curious about when it comes to you. Because again, they're sitting there like, this seems great, but again, you have cups. You have a lot of cups, so what's going to ground it? It's almost like the physicality of like, how do you go from here to here, right? So I'm really excited to jump into this. Okay, the link for that will be in the comment section below. You click on the link, takes you on over to downtown Funky Town where you guys can watch it. And with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you for all of your love and support. It means the world to me. And I hope you guys are going to go check out the extended. And yeah, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, Girl Scout.